Testing you was a bad idea. It got someone kicked out of the inner circle. They are receiving karma, judgment. They want to clear the air. You know who it is if it's for you. They feel like it was all a misunderstanding now because things didn't go how they planned. Now they're like, oh, you misunderstood. Did you? You saw through everything. Very intuitive. Remember this. Ask your spirit to show you what spiritual lessons you need to learn, because everything is really just to strengthen your intuition. Rumor has it. Unexpected revelation. Yeah. Someone doesn't like the rumors that are spreading about them. It's part of the karma. A shocking revelation changed their perspective. Yeah, you might hear about it, you might not, but regardless, you need to know that your intuition was right. Facade of concern. Someone's concern may not be sincere. They're hiding ulterior motives. They really wish you hadn't figured things out. It's complicated. Yeah, they really feel like if they could just come in and explain, it would make everything okay. But it's like one of those viral videos where you look in the comments, people are just like, the comments didn't go how they planned. Yeah, it doesn't have to be an actual video, but that kind of thing in life. The feedback isn't how they planned. People are not agreeing with them. People are wondering how you know so much. What's the T? Oracle deck. Whoa. Moves in silence. Love on the brain. Dodging bullets. Wow. Yeah. You dodged a whole lot here. You really need to be grateful for that. You really need to know that you got away from something when you were meant to get away from it. And you don't have to answer everybody who asks what's going on with you. Just move in silence. Yeah. What's the vibe? Just got this deck the other day. Okay. Salty. Bitter, angry, petty. These on the floor. Cutting ties. That's what I mean about dodging bullets. People are salty about that, about you cutting ties. Hopeful healing. This is why you had to cut ties. People are also inspired by something that you're doing. Inspired by your ability to cut these ties. Okay. Wow. You're doing things that have impressed a lot of people, whether you realize it or not. Spiritual lesson here. Ooh. It was divine intervention, not luck. Yeah, everything happens for a reason. Something really big happened here. You might think it wasn't supposed to happen. Like, example, the other day, even though I was using GPS on my phone, I still didn't turn down the right street. But it's okay. It rerouted me immediately, and it wasn't any further. But something told me, I was just protected from something. Rerouted. Anytime something little like that happens, like nothing's ever by accident. You really did dodge bullets here. Let me see. Complicated. Clearing the air. Don't feel like you have to waste time on people. Only if you really feel like it. Only if your spirit tells you there is some kind of spiritual benefit to this, because didn't I get petty, salty vibe? Yeah. The vibes are off, put it that way. If you're really, working on yourself spiritually and trying to get away from all this gossip, because really gossip, it's so low vibe. I hate that. And I feel like that's a lot of what this is. It's nothing that really happened to anyone. Okay? It feels like just something, like a self-fulfilling prophecy that people made happen because they were afraid it was going to happen. Here's an example, okay, of a self-fulfilling prophecy. And they're a lot easier to come by than you think. Like, Someone who's afraid they're going to run out of money. Well, they're so afraid they're going to run out of money that they spend the last of their money on things that are really expensive to try to make themselves happy, like substances, alcohol, food, instead of working on anything, instead of analyzing what they can do, what they can work with to make a fresh start, to go in a new direction. You can always pivot. And in the meantime, person goes broke because they spend all their money on all that stuff when they really could have spent it on something else. But they were just so afraid. They were just so afraid instead of trying to make something happen. Instead of believing in themselves enough to make something happen. That'll resonate with the right people. Last card. Money flows to you and it's just a frequency. Work with what you have, you know. Invest in things that are going to pay you back. Things that are going to help you buy your time back even. Yeah, money flows to you. I brought this up in a reading yesterday. Stuff like currency, cash flow, liquidity, banks. There are more, I just can't think of them right now, but money's just energy. It's just energy. What you put out comes back to you. Just keep saying that. When you're living in scarcity and just afraid to even buy things that'll help you buy your time back so you can work on other things. Really, that's a trap of this 3D world, you know. Maybe some people don't know. I say you know, but maybe you don't. When you live in scarcity, afraid to spend, afraid to just let go of anything, the more you see it in action, the more your faith about that will increase. The more you'll realize money is just a frequency. It's just energy. It's meant to circulate. The more it circulates, the better. If someone gives me money for something, I set an intention that they'll get paid back 100 times over, 1,000 times over. So no, I'm not saying that money is evil. It's not money that's evil. It's the love of money that is the root of all evil. Which a lot of people get that wrong. But the reason Jesus told the rich young ruler to to get rid of his money and follow him was because the rich young ruler was obsessed with being rich. That's all he cared about. Being rich was his idol. Money truly was his idol. He wouldn't give it up. Really, this money flowing thing, like the circulation, it's about just realizing money is nothing. If you just have faith to believe that you give someone money for something, like you invest into their life. You exchange money for something, like I pay someone to help me with something, for example. There's someone who is like, hey, please pay me. This is my hourly rate for this. And I'm like, okay. You know, that's paying them. We both get benefit. May we both have our money multiplied. It's about not being afraid, you know. Not being afraid to leave a big tip. That kind of thing. Anyway. I could go on about this forever. I just feel like someone needed to know that. Okay? Don't be afraid. Say things like, I feel like money is flowing to me. I feel like money is flowing to you. I feel like money is just a frequency and it flows to you easily. That's what I feel. Yeah. It flows to you effortlessly. No worries, no fears. It's just money. Anyway. Money flows to you. It is spoken. It is written. And so it is. Amen.